There's an article in the Current Journal, which I wanted to read. The majority of Kentuckians who think they'd like Mitt Romney for president better fucking think again. Especially older folk who have earned their right to Social Security and Medicare benefits. A Republican millionaire businessman is not your friend. Mitt Romney don't give a fuck about you, Kentucky. In fact, that's a fact that Mitt Romney made shockingly clear in a video released this week by Mother Jones magazine. Mitt Romney, in comments he never expected to go beyond his private audience of wealthy donors, dismissed nearly half the nation's citizens as freeloaders, victims who believe they're entitled to various federal support programs. My job is not to support or worry about those people, Mitt Romney said at the $50,000 a plate fundraiser at Boca Raton, Florida. I'll never convince them that they should take personal responsibility and care for their lives. See, Kentucky? Kentucky. Mitt Romney says you all don't take any fucking personal responsibility and you all don't care for your stupid fucking lives. Fuck you. He's talking shit about Cairo. He's talking shit about Egypt. He's talking shit about everybody. That's all Mitt Romney, that's all power Mitt Romney has, is to talk shit. Okay? So those people, you fucking Kentuckians, according to Mitt Romney, is the 47% of Americans who pay no federal income taxes. You motherfuckers don't pay federal income taxes, yet in the poll by the Current Journal, you said that you're going to vote for his sorry fucking rich ass. In Kentucky, 37% of its residents pay no federal income tax, according to the Tax Foundation. In Indiana, it's 36%. Here's why. Nearly half of the non-taxpayers are elderly and they benefit from tax credits for senior citizens. And the ability to exclude a portion of Social Security benefits, according to the 2011 national study by the Tax Policy Center, another 30% are low-income people who benefit from tax credits for people, for children, and for the working poor. 30% of you fucking Kentuckians are poor. 30% of you fucking Kentuckians are low income. You benefit from tax credits for children and working poor. Nearly half of the non-taxpayers are elderly, benefit from tax credits. A lot of old people, a lot of poor people in Kentucky. The rest fall into other categories, including those who enjoy the astonishing 53% of Kentuckians said that they'd vote for Mitt Romney. 39% said that they would vote for Barack Obama. The obstructionist fucking Republicans have done it again. Mr. Romney's support is strongest among those Kentuckians aged 50 or older, many of whom are fast approaching or have reached the age where they are counting on essential benefits, such as Social Security and Medicare. Old people, you live on Social Security and Medicare, the Republicans want to fuck that shit over. That's what the fuck they do. They fuck over social programs because they think it's socialism. They're against socialism when socialism is a good thing. We need socialism. Good for Obama. Obama's a socialist. It's about goddamn time we have a fucking socialist. But he ain't no socialist. I wish he was a socialist. Vote Jill Stein, Green Party, 2012. Mitt Romney arrogantly dismissed Kentuckians as victims who are dependent on the government. Sorry, Clay County. Sorry, Eastern Kentucky and Appalachia. Sorry, fucking poor Louisvillians. Sorry, poor Kentucky. You motherfuckers are just a bunch of fucking victims. You cry about shit. You're just dependent on the government. You're dependent on the government. And you don't take personal responsibility for your lives. And there's nothing that Mitt Romney can do in order to change that. So, that's great for Kentuckians, senior citizens, and its working poor, both of which are getting bigger and bigger. We're getting more and more old people. We're getting more and more working poor. Our fucking poverty is getting bigger and bigger. Our old is getting bigger and bigger. And you all motherfuckers going to vote for Mitt Romney. Voting for Mitt Romney is like voting for the devil. Voting for Mitt Romney, if working class, voting for Mitt Romney is like the chickens voting for Colonel Sanders. You don't know what the fuck you're about. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's fucking bullshit. That's a Roseanne Barr joke. Voting for Republican if you're working class is like a chicken voting for Colonel Sanders. And how relevant for Kentucky. Corbin, 1919 with the fucking race riots. It was white people eating that fucking chicken. I don't even know why that stereotype exists, but it was fucking white people. KFC and Corbin. Corbin had a race riot in 1919. They don't give a fuck about it. They didn't fucking know about it for like 100 years. So, who's eating the fucking chicken? It's you fucking crackers. You motherfucking crackers are the ones eating the fucking chicken. And you a fucking chicken. You're eating your own selves. You're a goddamn chicken. Bunch of fucking Kentuckians. Y'all chickens. Y'all think you're a bunch of fucking wildcats. Kentucky, you ain't a bunch of fucking wildcats. You're like little baby A little baby tamed kitten. You're just a little kitten. Oh, the Kentucky with a little kitten. You ain't wild. You don't know shit about democracy or politics or freedom. You wouldn't know democracy, politics, or freedom if it came up and smacked you in the fucking mouth, Kentucky. Wake the fuck up. Jesus Christ. So, Kentucky's getting grayer. Nearly 15% of its residents 65 or older. It remains very poor. 1/5 of its people in poverty. 1 out of 5. Kentuckians receive Social Security benefits. The majority of them are retirees who worked hard all their lives. And now they get what Mr. Romney views as a handout. Social Security isn't a handout. You paid into that shit. That's how it works. You pay into it, you get it back. That's how it's worked. It's worked since the fucking New Deal. Why the fuck can't it work any longer? Fuck you. You guys ain't doing that shit right. Clinton's using the fucking Social Security to balance the budget. Social Security is the only source of income for 1/3 of Kentucky seniors. 1/3 of our seniors rely on Social Security. Without Social Security, our fucking old people will fucking die. You vote for Mitt Romney, you're voting for lots of old people and poor people in Kentucky to die. The average annual Social Security payment in Kentucky is $13,000, $13,000. That's how much old people are having to survive on. $13,000. About 10% of the state's elderly live in poverty. Overall, 19% of Kentuckians live in poverty. 19%, 1 out of 5. 25% of our children are poor. And nearly 40% are on free and reduced lunch. 33% of them are obese. So for a family of 4, it's an annual household income of $23,000. In Kentucky, the median household annual income is only about $42,000. So median income in Kentucky is $42,000. If you're making $42,000, then you're making about the halfway mark or above. If you're making under $42,000, then you're under the halfway mark. But $42,000 only compared to the $50,000 a plate fundraiser that Mitt Romney said his comments at. $50,000 for rich people to fucking see him make fun of Kentucky. That's what fucking Mitt Romney is doing. You vote for Mitt Romney, you're voting to piss and shit all over Kentucky. You don't give a fuck about Kentucky if you vote for Mitt Romney. Kentucky won't have a big impact on the outcome of the presidential election, but every vote is a statement. You don't have to vote for Obama, even though he's the lesser of the two evils. Vote for Jill Stein, the Green Party candidate. Unless you want to be a stupid ass fucking chicken who's voting to get his head chopped off. Or her head chopped off. November 6th, Kentucky. November 6th. Remember, the 6th of November. Another thing Kentucky did, the veterans benefits was cut. Veterans benefits, the Republicans have been obstructionist since, day one. They've been obstructionist. So since the veterans benefits have been cut, Mitt Romney, oh my gosh, Mitt Romney, Rand Paul, the reasons why veterans cannot get new jobs. And veterans jobs bills was blocked in the Senate. Eager to shoot down President Obama's legislative agenda just weeks before the election, Senate Republicans on Wednesday blocked a measure that would have provided $1 billion over 5 years to help veterans find work in their communities. The measure, which would have potentially created jobs for up to 20,000 veterans, was blocked on a procedural point by Republicans who argued that the bill is unpaid for. So that's Mitt Romney and Rand fucking Paul, who's against the fucking 1964 Civil Rights Act, just like Gene Snyder was of the Gene Snyder Highway, and also Henry Watterson, the fucking Courier General founder, who was fucking prancing around with Nathan Bedford Forrest at Fort Pillow, fucking massacring black people with such gleeful delight. And he also had published a fucking Confederate newspaper. That's the Courier Journal. Henry Watterson, the Henry Watterson Expressway, that's what the fuck we celebrate. We celebrate the fucking Confederacy here in Kentucky with the names of our interstate. We can celebrate Martin Luther King on one of our streets, but with the interstates, the big fucking outer loops, we got Gene Snyder and we got Henry Watterson. Those fucking pieces of fucking garbage. Those pieces of fucking shit. Fuck those racist fucking white supremacist pieces of shit. No wonder there's so many race issues. Rand Paul senators against the Civil Rights Act. That's when the people actually stood up. When was the last time America stood up? Civil rights, Martin Luther King, then you motherfuckers shot him. 1975 is when the riots happened here in Louisville. Louisville is just as fucking racist as the rest of the state was. We're the last one to integrate, and we're going to be the first ones to resegregate. That's how fucked up Kentucky is. Even Louisville, the chocolate city of our state, is thinking about resegregating, ending the busing program, to go back to neighborhood schools and go back to Jim Crow, back to Plessy versus Ferguson, and fuck the Brown versus Board of Education decision. Nobody gives a fuck around here. Come on, Kentucky. We can do better, Kentucky. Kentucky, Kentucky. You're fucking poor. Who gives a fuck about gay marriage? Who gives a fuck about abortion and all the other stupid fucking issues they always throw at you? Who gives a fuck about that shit? You're fucking poor. You don't have money. So make sure you keep on keeping on. Make sure you keep on surviving. Make sure you get your fucking money. You need to survive. Old people need to live. Poor people need to eat. Children need to, their basic essentials. Maslow's hierarchy. At the very bottom is food, water, clothing, shelter. We need to make sure everybody has that shit. Come on, Kentucky. Don't fucking vote for Mitt Romney. You don't have to vote for Obama, but my God, don't fucking waste your fucking vote and vote for Mitt fucking Romney. He laughs at poverty. To Mitt Romney, comedy is poverty. Mitt Romney wants to shit all over the poor people. Mitt Romney wants to shit on me. And he wants to increase our poverty. Fuck Mitt Romney. Come on, Kentucky. Rise up. We can do better.